Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Reaction Therapy. I'm your resident psychotherapist, Tom Stevens, here to break down lyrics to some awesome music. Today, it is Ren. We get to go back into some magical lyrics of Ren. Bittersweet Symphony is the name of the song, the Verve Retake. Cannot wait to hear what he's got to say. Just all over the place these days, catching everybody's attention. You know our purpose, spread mental health awareness to the world through music and lyrics, and I know this is not going to disappoint. What a story he has. If you haven't checked it out, go read his story and read what he is facing, conquering, and dealing with every single day. It's inspiring and so impressive. Can't wait. If you want more reaction therapy, go to YouTube or Patreon. Memberships are there. And we have a podcast channel, Reaction Therapy Podcast. Go subscribe today. We are interviewing artists, and maybe one day, maybe we get the chance to interview Ren. That would be so awesome. But without further ado, let's do it. Ren, Bittersweet Symphony.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, gee, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring.
He's like up early all night, staying up all night. Been walking, spending his last bit of money on the smokes. His friend's like, get some sleep. He's like, why? What's the point? Let's live life. He loves it. Early in the morning, life's going. He looks so like vibrant here and just ready to hit the town.
This sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know. This is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the streets sleep rough.
I know that background, the symphony background from whenever that was. I guess that was, I know that sound. And what a great background to his words and his lyrics. Just talking about Britain and the vibrancy and all the people. And he's just seeing all the people here. And what a title, right? Bittersweet Symphony is something, because symphony is like melodious. It's like fun. It's like soothing. And then, but when it's bittersweet, it's like, doesn't have the same kick anymore.
Inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7. Guess it's time.
So good. I blow a small ring up to heaven and it makes a halo, just like an angel. And he's describing, what a great, well-made video. He's describing the people as he walks by. You know, somebody living on the streets, a mom with her baby, and beautiful scenery here. And he is putting together, to me, the purpose of life, like getting your grip on what your purpose in life is and what you're going to do with your life and with your day-to-day so that you can make the most out of it. And he shows so much joy here. Look at this, back with the, look at the people watching him. This is so fun.
Politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7. Guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks, and if I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradiction.
Love it, he switches it up, the pause, bear with me. And then it switches right back around. But it's true, man, the politicians and all the mess that's made in life, that we can't just live our life, and the anticlimax kind of going to sleep. And there's so much to be done or experienced during the day and at night that it's like he wants to get the most out of life.
People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a scratch at juvenile. Libby's at the goalies, but her disposition's humorful, while Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys, we'll be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's
And it's like he really smacked that guy. It looked like they were pretending like he really went at it with him. Colin McGregor. Oh, I've watched him. Just a whole talk of Britain here and the things that go on. All the parts of life that we have here, right? Just a perfect collection of people experiences. How he goes back to this fight. What is about to happen? I want to see if he actually smacked this guy.
moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys, we'll be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar.
Whatever happened to Conor McGregor? Like, I wonder what if he's still fighting. Because I used to see him all the time on video. This poor guy laying on the ground. It's like, oh, well, man, that's just the experience. That's what happens.
The boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to be low. And I've said it.
Oh, my high found its way to be low. That is so true. And I think sometimes the come down from a high, whatever it is, especially drugs, like that happens all the time, but just the high of anything, like the high finds its way down to the low. And then there's the come back down to reality. And it's like we have daily life to live. We have reality to live. We have bills to pay, things to do, appointments to go to, and stuff to produce and do. We just to participate in life. But boy, it doesn't match the high.
I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to be low. And I've said it once before, as above, so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together.
Yep.
Boys, we'll be like you forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather.
Bittersweet Symphony with birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. It's like no matter what, we're still together. It's kind of, and he's talking about that's just the way that I'm wired. I work this way. Such a great, let me hear this ending again.
About the weather when it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together.
Yep.
Boys, we'll be like you forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather.
What a great ending with the birds in the background. Bittersweet Symphony, Ren. My favorite so far. And I think my favorite because of the spirit that he has and how he sings about the passion of where he's from and the life and the people. And boys will be boys. And we're all together in the end anyway, even though we fight, even though we struggle, even though we, have our ups and have our downs. This is who I am. This is where I come from. These are my roots and this is who I want to stay. What an inspiration though, to be able to listen to something like this and have this kind of anthem for where he's from. So cool and so filled with, hey, life can be tough sometimes, but we can always bounce back and we can always make it and survive. That is possible. Remember, it's in real therapy, just Tom breaking down lyrics to music. If you want professional help, check the link in the description of this video. Go to our Discord server. Leave us your comments, feedback, insight on Ren. Can't wait to hear what you have to say. If you want more reaction therapy, go to Patreon or YouTube. It's out there. And please go subscribe to our Reaction Therapy podcast channel on YouTube. It is there. We are interviewing artists, talking about mental health all over the place. And this is a perfect song for that. Thanks so much for helping us spread mental health awareness to the world through music and lyrics. And thank you, Ren, for another great song. We'll see you on the next Reaction Therapy.